Revelations. So we are still in Nehemiah 5. It's Friday, and so you've been in Nehemiah 5 for 5 days. And I hope that reading through this, you're finding new things. Just like today, I read through and I was like, oh, never even caught that word. That makes that whole sentence change. As you slow down and read little bits at a time, it makes a huge difference. So I unfortunately forgot to open my Bible before I started this video. So I'm going to find Nehemiah here and open it up to the right page. So what I want to talk about today is witnessing without words. So it's natural to want to say something to somebody when you see them doing something that they probably shouldn't be. And that wasn't the case specifically in Nehemiah 5, but Nehemiah reminded his people about something that they needed to do to witness without words. So this is what he says. This is the problem, first of all, that he addresses in verse 8. He says, according to our ability, we have redeemed our Jewish brothers. That means the Jewish people, either the ones that had been taken to captivity that had kind of done well and bought their own their way out of slavery, were then purchasing other Jews out of slavery and returning to the promised land. This was a progression in all these places. And they were sending money from Jerusalem to have these people. So they had a heart to rebuild their city. The only problem is then they were taking advantage of these people as they were coming back and enslaving them by giving them huge taxes and, just what I talked about in my video yesterday and a couple days ago, and taking advantage of people that we shouldn't. So Nehemiah basically says to them, you're doing what they're doing. You're copying them. Don't you see this? But then he says, in contrast, you should not walk as those people walk. You need to walk in the fear of the Lord. And it's because of the reproach of the nations. So these nations despise them. Basically, that word of being of the reproach, it's all one word in Hebrew when you go back to look at it, and it's called chirpa. And chirpa means the blame put on you by others. And he said, they already see us as bad. What difference is it going to make to live in the fear of the Lord versus living like them? We're not pleasing them in any way like that. So why not be a witness that living differently and honoring those that and not taking advantage of each other actually makes a difference. And so without any words, be a witness to these people who are despising you, that you can do better than they can without telling them that, but by just living. And it's a good example for us to take, because oftentimes we want to look at the world and say, they're doing such stupid things. And yeah, we are. And oftentimes we fall into those pits just like them, and we copy the ways of the world because it just seems like that's just the way we should do things. But then we're confronted with God's word, and he says, don't live like that. Not that you need to go lecture other people, but change your ways. Do something different. Live as a witness without any words. And as you live for me, that's what's going to make the difference. Is people, instead of insulting you, are going to say, what's up with that? Why are they so filled with joy? Why do they have such strong relationships in their family? Why? And the reason is why is because this is the way God made us. This is how he made us to function. And we don't need to preach it to somebody. We can preach a lot without saying any words. So hope that's an encouragement for you today. Hope you have an awesome weekend. And I will see you again on Monday as we start Nehemiah 6. So enjoy the rest of your reading through Nehemiah 5 this weekend. And I will see you then. Bye, everyone.